for. Let's pop that down. Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Rise of the Dark Fog, where the fog tries to rise from the ground and consume us all, but we
You've
survive.
built your first power transmission facility. A test.
Shout out. In case you haven't noticed, there's something slightly buggy going on with the tutorial messages, so if they start playing again, ignore that. It's because there's been some update patches and things going on as well, so I think that's resetting things a little bit. One that's relevant is apparently space combat is not quite as finished as they want it to be, so they've turned down how powerful the Dark Fog is in that. But apart from that, we're still good. Oh, yes, you are steadily building. Very good, very good, very good. So, welcome back. Very briefly, I have been fortifying myself a little bit further, so I'm now fully secured on this my little continent. Yes, there is more land here, but this is mine. This is mine now. Go away. Don't get your own, because if you do, I'll just have to come and evict you later. But yeah, this is mine. And I've not quite started yet on red science. I mean, I built some up, but it is now time to begin thinking about doing that. So, let's go ahead and run this through here. Actually, no, let's not do that. My bad. I'm trying to think of where to lead this to get it through to the primary research lab. Let's go for height 3. Height 3 is good. Height 3 is good. Okay. To there. Drop it down. Okay, there is a comment from last time from Happy Afer. Oops, bounce it up. Which is relevant to this, by the way. I mentioned about oh, I'm doing a great starting earlier. There we go. To the 3, welcome back to Dark Fog. Nothing absolutely happened at all. No, stop. No. But anyway, yeah. Happy Aver's comment. The enemies last time were way too strong. This time it almost seems easy. Or at least you're managing to stay well enough ahead of the curve. And yes, the sound is better like this. So I'm glad that the sound bounce is better than it was before. I locked like 20% off the ambient sound and stuff like that. So, you know, definitely cut it down a bit. As for it being easy, the waves are actually still beefing up. There's been a couple of waves actually between the end of last recording and this one. Let's upgrade you guys to max. And it's not that I'm invulnerable to them. Even now, with my batteries of guns, they are starting to do damage. So they are starting to get through. The leakiness is beginning. And of course, it summons one from this. I wish it prioritized your own drones if your drones aren't busy. But yeah, we're not invulnerable. We're not safe. It won't be safe as long as those guys are still lurking around over there, which means I need to figure out how to, you know, get rid of them. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that. One thing I'll do is upgrade to my custom armor, which does increase durability slightly, but also increases energy cost a fair chunk because it's made of inferior material, at least right now anyway. But we don't have better material, but I want to customise my armour, so it's, you know, I'm going to pay an energy penalty for that, but it's okay. Our circuits are okay. We've just got red science through, and we will be looking towards trying to figure this out. I mean, we can get the implosion cannons for longish range artillery shots, up to 58 metres. Now, of course, we've got the fact that these guys are 60 metres, so slightly less than that. Doesn't say what's the thing. 50-50 kinetic blast radius 13 meters, while a missile 7. So nearly double the explosion radius on these guys for slightly less range. Might be worth. But I think if we're going on offense, we're going to need these guys. We're going to need to start looking into our own little army, really. Let's activate you. You're going to need stuff we've got, actually, so you shouldn't be too bad. And then we're probably going to need you as well, which is... I don't think we've got that tech, actually. Yeah, there's one of them. And the other one is... I say photon convergence, which is, I think, up here. Yeah, there it is. So we need that as well. So, So we can try to get to that. So yeah, we've got some upgrade to do to try and sort this stuff out. But at the very least, we do have a solid missile supply going on. There's missiles in all directions. I'm actually starting to put the missile batteries out in front where I can, like over here, because they are actually tougher than my kinetic batteries. So, you know, if they're enemy's going to chew on anything, I want them to be chewing on my missile turrets, really. But to better contain the enemy, I'm also preparing to stash up a whole bunch of turrets, as you can see here. So lots and lots of guns, and I'm going to try and lay that out so that I can try to hem them in, because if I can secure more territory, I can expand my factory, and I won't have as much trouble with them. The problem is, I need to do it a lot better than I did in the first episode. I need to make sure it's supplied and powered, and strong enough as well. That's the key thing as well, because the attacks are getting worse and worse. So I think missile batteries at the 4 will be very much the policy I need to go for there. I can make 6 of these guys. Oh, that's if I convert everything I've got into what I need. Okay. But yeah, today my goal is kick the dark fog off my planet. This is my planet, darn it. Okay, there we go. This loadout is going to be applied. For those of you that don't remember second launch all that time ago, this is the custom armor I was putting together over the course of that series, plus updated a bit as well. So I don't think the legs were really installed by the time that series got to a halt. There we go. But these are new parts, turrets. I've modified the shoulders slightly so they're not flat. They also look like where the missiles can come out of, because, you know, this spits missiles and laser beams and things all over. I am starting to modify wings into this as well, but it's like, you know, never actually... I've not actually finished those, so, you know, they aren't on there at the moment. Also, I never actually finished the thighs, so those are just like bare thighs right now. But yeah, this is my armor. I still kind of like it, honestly. It's a little strange, it's a little weird, but I am a little strange, a little weird as well. I kind of wish that I'd made the arms a bit more bulky. They're kind of thin. But yeah, I like it for the most part. Yeah, look at me. Something I do kind of regret is the faceplate. I wish I'd built that forward a little bit more. Right now it looks like it's recessed a bit too much. Anyway, yeah, I did mention though, because this is made of iron, energy consumption increased by 42%, but it has got an extra 200 hit points of durability. And I believe I can just like refit this mech with superior materials as I go through all that. Though the thing is, depending on if I care about energy consumption, I've noticed that graphite and graphene are really, really good in terms of hit point bonus to block weight. But yeah, if we go for just by that metric, then it doesn't make sense to make a lot of the other stuff as well. So it's like, you know, there are reasons to pick different things, but right now it's kind of weighted towards the high strength to weight ratios. If you want raw strength, there are better things, but it's like, you know. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm just setting up in the background here production of land foundation so I can build in water, which if I want to wall off the enemy bases, I'm going to need to do. Also, I should just take all my stuff back, yep. I didn't want to dump all my resources into refitting myself, just what I had need of for it. Anyway, yeah, back to what I was doing. Prototype. How's that for timing? Number of ground squadrons +1. Ground squadron slots +4. I don't know any of this.
You've unlocked Prototype. This prototype is the origin of combat drones. It follows and assists Icarus in combat. Before dispatching combat drones, in the mecha panel, you can choose which type of combat drones to be deployed for each squadron, and ensure there are sufficient combat drones in the hangar. Combat drones will automatically attack enemies by default. You can also dispatch them in the combat interface.
Attack and strike all enemies within range. Eliminating all enemies nearby, fleets will automatically return. If you want to command fleets and manually give them instructions, press Z to enter the combat interface. In the beginning, Icarus can only command one ground squadron. It only has maximum 4 ground fighters. You can upgrade this technology to increase the number of squadrons' capacity. Ground squadrons can assist Icarus in combat, surface the planet. After Corvette is unlocked, space fleets can be deployed. Warships and space fleets can be commanded to assist Icarus in space combat. There is a hangar inside Icarus. When set to auto-replenish, drones deploy from the hangar to replace lost combat drones in the fleets.
Need help? Press G to open the guidebook for detailed instructions.
I can have up to 4, but I can have more. Thank you. Okay, so I need to make some of these little ground helper guys. How expensive are they? If I can find them, that would be useful. There it is. Right. Not very, actually. I can only make 1, but that's because I have barely any iron thanks to my refits. Yeah, they're not too bad at all. I just need to go around and check my supplies and make sure I've got everything. Also need to grab some steel from over here to go into foundation production. I mentioned this before, I'll say it again. Weaving everything in around my wind power is kind of tricky. And yes, I know, the ambient noise is actually worse when by wind turbines or especially a massive bank of furnaces. It is what it is. They are naturally a very noisy thing.
You've obtained the recipe for a proliferator. It can greatly increase production efficiency. Fit a spray coater on a conveyor belt. Feed proliferator from the upper port. The coater will spray cargo on the conveyor belt below. Cargo coated with proliferator has proliferator pulls. When such cargo is used as raw materials, it yields extra output or accelerates production.
I am aware. I just have to get to the point where I'm actually in a factory that can do that. Sadly right now my factory's not quite fitted out that way. And yeah, I'm just tapping in my first bit. I am building more prototypes because I need to get I need to test them, see how well they do. There's also the tiny teeny little fact that if you remember I did actually say because I gave the Darkfog an initial bump, that means I've got to be strong enough to overcome that initial bump to really make much headway. Okay, good. This will start my primary smelter stacking this. But yeah, this is not quite fitted out to make use of proliferation just yet. I really should. I'm just not there yet. But I'm blathering on a little bit because we are about to have another dark fog incursion. And I have 19 of these. Okay, so available things, Unit A, enabled. Will they auto-deploy? I'm guessing they will when required. It will auto-replenish. It is set for these guys. And I am, as you can see, researching the tech straight away to try and get access to...
Data shows there aren't any natural silicone veins on this planet. You can still obtain some silicone by smelting stone ores.
Those guys.
In order to collect a large amount of silicone, find a planet with silicone veins as soon as possible. Now you can click the star map button at the bottom left corner of the screen to view the planetary system, or even the whole cluster.
Not that one, because it's not an airborne unit, it's ground units I've got at the moment. Though it's also kind of expensive to try and upgrade them too. But yeah, we're about to get hits. Will my drones come out to help me? I do not know. How well will my drones do? I do not know. Attack is on its way. It is coming from... Oof. See, I told you they were getting stronger. 108 units. This is already the scale which put paid to the first episode's base, by the by. And I'm about to launch straight into it. Unfortunately, I can't quite put one out there. Yeah, this is the kind of thing where I can't really casually expand. I need to do something about this if I want to be able to reliably do things. Oh, there's my drones. They are out there. They're trying to do something. They are also... Oh no, they survived. I didn't really lose much, actually. There is some stuff damaged, but nothing major. Huh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. First drone use. So, it's probably... well, I was going to say maybe... Actually, you know what? I would survive if I went out towards the enemy base, because I can fly now. I couldn't do that before. Probably a good idea if I can get... No, Mecha Cruise is the next tier, so Flight Engine is as good as it's going to get. But at the very least I can do this and fly. My power core does drain quite a bit though. Something I'm wary of though is how good is the enemy defences? Though I can lay down supply lines to get things out there. As far as like ammunition is concerned, it's just that I can't lay down supply lines in terms of power because Dark Fog attack those. So it's kind of like I'd have to lay things out all in one go, really. And that's why I've got to prepare first. I think I will prioritise getting that squadron size increase though, just because make it more useful. Speaking of the devil, here comes another wave. It is from this one here, heading down this way. So you see they're going all over the darn place. But I think they are way too entrenched for me to really take them on, as is. Okay, I can confirm I am losing a couple. But this is, of course, remember, with massive backup from my turret batteries as well. I don't think I'm ready to go toe-to-toe with them just yet. Yeah, stuff keeps getting broken on this far corner up here. Yep, Squadron 6 seems to be a bit more useful, and they keep breaking these external mounted wind pilers. Oh, hi. Need to make you. I have got the magnets. Oh no, I don't have the magnets, I just need the copper. Right. They are giving me lots of loot though, including bits and pieces I need to make more advanced units too. So I think like things unlock in the drop list when I've got the tech for it, because things are starting to crop up quite regularly now. I've just ditched my stuff in there because I don't need that right now. yeah, just keep on looting the parts out of here. Including lots and lots of foundation. I mean, geez, look how much they're giving me of that. It's almost like they want me to attack them. Interesting thought, huh? Take that as well. As I creep ever closer, there is, of course, a rather large question which needs to be asked. Oh, I see them. They're flitting around in the distance over there. How close can I get before the base starts to, you know, get a little bit displeased by my presence? Because that will ultimately determine where the defensive cordon winds up. Can I get close enough that my missile batteries can actually engage? Where do their turrets engage me? Like, I don't like where that one's pointing at. High energy laser tower. It's on alert. Oh. Okay, taking some hits, but my energy shield is holding.
Warning! Warning! Dark fog is approaching. Press Z.
I am aware, thank you, yes. Okay, between my own defensive batteries and my little swarm, we did kind of deplete my energy reserve there, but we didn't really lose much. So that does kind of tell me what I wanted to know, actually. Also worth noting is that their turrets didn't engage. The units did, but the turrets did not. So I can actually do a bit of a cordon. Let's get rid of that last one. So I was about here, wasn't I? Before they decided, you know what, let's go in and say hello to him. So I was almost within turret range, actually. No, I am flat out within missile turret range. Okay. And then it just starts to get noticed, like about here. Oh, that's a bit much than I can handle. Fly! Oh.
Uh-oh. Lost connection to center brain. Mission failed. You can continue from your previous saved game, or use metadata to redeploy or reassemble Icarus. To redeploy, Center Brain will dispatch a new Icarus to the landing point on the initial planet.
Let's try a reassembly.
Center Brain will reassemble scattered components into an intact Icarus and retain all items in the inventory.
Okay, yeah. So I died once. Oof. But it's also kind of showed me my limitations quite well too. So I know roughly where I can get to. And that is about here. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. All I need is enough room to start deploying turrets. Once I can start deploying turrets, I can do something to defend myself and start to consider pushing in on them. So definitely here. Thank you, that's terrain modification. And is that big enough for the turrets? It is. Not big enough for 2 turrets. Okay. Let me just keep working here. I suspect they are slightly threatened by my behaviour as well. Can you blame them? I can't. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the Dark Fog group I was just poking at got a bit annoyed about it. So they engaged a fair bit ahead of everyone else. As you can see though, I am laying the prep work. I've got fuel lines, there's my construction drones coming back. And they are releasing a swarm of 120 units straight at me. Yeesh. But usually I'm starting to lay in where a turret line will be to help protect this area. Let's see, I will need more of these. I will need more of these. Will I need more gun batteries? Probably. How am I doing for... I will need a whole bunch more of these, yeah. Oops, what's broken? 3 turrets actually went down there. Yeah, multiple turrets went down in this area. That's okay. Because now I think I'm gonna start to lay out a power line. I know this isn't as efficient as using the relays, but the fact is I'm going to need a buttload of power to operate the turrets at the far end. So if I'm going to be linking out, I might as well use some of these guys. You know? Just to help ensure that I've got enough power when I get to where I'm going. So I'm not sure why I can build these unless it's like going to auto place. Is it going to auto place? No, apparently I can just like lay turbines in water. Was that always a thing? I do not know. I feel like it might not have been. Okay, we have ourselves a blueprint. We have ourselves some connections. I just have to make sure that everything is working properly. And also another defensive thing that's going in place is, of course, a repair station. Make sure that everything is happy-dappy and doesn't blow up before it's supposed to. Preferably before the Dark Sword comes and does it. Okay. And they are hitting the side of my thing, of course, there. Luckily though, because I ran all the ammo supplies and things over, things aren't too bad. Apart from the fact that the power line just got taken out. Okay, time to retreat. No, bad Darkstalk, don't. Yes. Well, my shields are getting depleted quite rapidly, but I think I'll make it back to base before I die again. Now, it was a bit unfortunate they hit where they did, because that was the connecting point, which is the weak point, but that's okay. At least I survived. That's the main thing. Yes, I lived. All my drones didn't, though. Ah, well, could be worse. Are things still getting under attack over there? Kinda. Yeah, okay, I need to go over there and fix that. Actually, something I should actually get is... I'm not sure where it is. I need the auto repair thing. Oh, there it is. NQ before you pick up drive engine, please. And let's go over there. Let's load in a fuel rod. So I've got that good to go. And I do need to make any and all drones I can afford to, because I did run out. I can make 5. Ouch. End of raid, it says. Okay, sure. End of raid, you say? But hey, it's still going better than it did last time. Now, I don't think these guys can auto-reconstruct unless they've got the item required in their inventory. I believe that is what was established before. But we've got our defensive batteries appearing, though. At the very least, we are close by. Sadly, I'm not intercepting their supply ships, so that's something that hasn't happened, which I hoped might. But there we go. That's neither here nor there. My energy shield is still recharging. Just make sure that the connections are made. There we go. And of course, as you can see, I've got missile towers out in front to absorb the impact. These drones towers are here to help fix things. I do hope these drones get... I think they do get helped. The number doesn't increase, but I think they do get the speed increases when I boost the ones on the Icarus. So there is that. And of course, we are kind of in range almost. We can at least say hello to them. Hi guys, how you doing? Have I still got a thing in the chamber? I have not. Load that in. We have pulled the entire defensive fleets. And that... No. What the heck is that? Those are new. Oh. I might be on my way to another death, actually. Ow. Oh, I can choose to use red now instead. Sure, I'll burn some red. I return! Okay, this is getting expensive. I don't think I'm on the right strategy here. Or at the very least, because of the initial boosts, I don't want to wander so close that I pull the entire the defensive swarms, because I'm actually pulling 2 defensive swarms. Apparently there's still 1 unit which is over there doing its own thing. Okay. That's another oversight. Maybe I should have rigged this the supply line with guns. Oh, actually, the supply feed is out of missiles. Okay, why are you out of missiles? I know my missile production isn't great, but it shouldn't be that bad. You are down because of chips. Actually, my chip production is terrible. Maybe what I need to do is find a planet without dark fog and then just go there. Sadly, that's not very likely.
You're now able to cruise. Press space twice to lift off and enter flight mode. Hold the key for forward movement, and space in flight mode to reach a certain altitude to activate cruise mode.
I think what I'll do actually is I'll go ahead and unlock better units. Yeah, let's do that. I'll be honest, I am seriously wondering what I let myself in for. That is a very unfortunate thing to be saying. Because you know I've got 3 bases over here? I think they're expanding on the other planets that I'm not involved with. Because I just had a look on the map. And... well, those hives are doing their own thing, but... if we look... well, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases on this planet. And the other one I think is you, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases. The fact I've only got 3 on my current world is nothing short of a miracle. So I don't like that. I don't like that they seem to be expanding on worlds that are not actively contested. I still don't have the ready tech available to sort things out. Also, my research has kind of stopped, so I want to know why. I think it's... yeah, it's entirely down to lack of electronics, isn't it? Yes, it is. I need to fix that. I need more electronics. I need more of everything. At least I've got the defensive line over there, and I have actually provided it with replacement materials for any power poles or kinetic turrets that get knocked out. So, let's try and get some ship production working down here. It's not going to be much, but it's going to be better than what I've got, and that is unfortunately how it might have to be. I wish I had space to build a proper factory, but these guys, the initial kick I gave them is actually still rather crimping my style, I must admit. No, I just need to pull out a feed of, yeah, copper. Okay, here we go. Another wave. This time it's just the defensive line by itself. Oh. Managed to hold more or less. Some turrets got blown up. A lot of stuff got damaged. There is a missile turret lost right now, which it doesn't have access to. So it lost the sacrificial turret at the very least, but yeah, it held apart from that. So I need to make a trip out there. Thing is though, how am I going to handle a partial unloading if I want to get loot out of this automatically and just belt it back? How am I going to handle that? Not entirely sure, but the obvious thing is I need to provide the turrets which are being lost, because otherwise it can't repair itself. There's also a question of where the ammo feed is now at as well. Dropped a bit there, but not massively. I have actually got that steady supply of chips coming in now to help keep things rolling as far as production ammo is concerned. I think it's maybe short on copper now, actually. Shouldn't be, though. I have actually got the primary copper smelter over there feeding into the other copper line as a supplemental entry point. So any kind of gap in that line is being filled in immediately. Maybe I just need to upgrade the things to it. My stated objective of trying to kick these guys off this world, though, might not be quite doable. I feel like the Darkford expansion rate might be tied to their energy production at the very least. But I also feel like I need access to titanium and silicon in decent quantities if I want to try and deal with some of this. Especially like more advanced ammunition requires more advanced materials as well. Also, am I out of fuel? I am out of fuel. Right. So I need to do that too. Where's my fuel line? There's my fuel line. There we go. Go ahead, Icarus. You may feed. I still feel like my best option to try and exploit this planet safely is going to be cordon off the dark fog boundary and then just like take over the rest of the planet as best I can. Yeah, that's probably going to be my required approach. Now, why are you running short? You're not really. You are going as fast as you can. I think you just need some upgraded inserters, that's it. Another swarm, straight into the main battery. Okay. And oh yeah, look at that. Ouch. And because the line's a bit close, it actually pulls in some defensive units too, causing some trouble. You deployed 7 repair turrets there. Are you out of turrets? I don't think you are. But all the missile batteries are down. Oh, where's that going? That's going other side. Okay. I feel like the scales are tipping. Also, I'm not entirely sure. Wait, am I? Has my red science stopped? Is that what's happened? Because science doesn't seem to be sciencing. Yes, okay, red science has stopped, I suspect, because yes, that is full of... Oh yeah, look at all that. And distance is not so bad. Things are lasting, it's just... I feel like my progress is kind of limited. Anyway, yeah, I need to get... I need to cancel all that. I need... What I really need is going to be X-ray cracking. So I can break down my supply of refined oil. Cancel everything else. I need to get some more storage tanks online just to make sure that I get red science rolling again. Stop you too. I'm trying to convert what silicon I've got into more repair stations so I can expand that defensive line. I think that's still my best bet at getting anywhere. Yep, kicking off again. The Great Wall is a bit of a project, I must admit. Though that said... yeah, just the missile turret got lost, actually. Though the other big thing is, of course, notice this bit here, I have treble layered rather than dual layered it. And that seems to be helping for the time being, at the very least. So I think I'm going to do that along this entire bit here. Then, I think I'm also going to be very stupid. And I'm going to layer in and try to at least do something about the nearer base, because I don't like how often I'm getting hit. I want to try and at least get rid of one of them. Now the problem is they've got Guardian units as well, and notice there's a tiny bit of threat from one of the space hives on top of that. Yeah, if I get enough DACA focused, I can do something, but it's like... I want these hives to go away. Very much so. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have white boosted them the way I did. Ah well. I don't know. I think the frustration is starting to set in a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. Great Wall is underway. You see that sections of it have been blueprinted out at the very least, but it's like, if I can't try and deal with at least one of these guys, then should I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to save, actually. I don't normally do this. I'm going to save scum, though. I guess. And try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try this. Because I want to deal with this. Okay, here come the defensive forces. Bullet consumption reached 360 per minute on any planet. Okay, cool. But that's because a lot of bullets are being spent. The lines are starting to deplete. I feel like this might be not the best strategy after all. I mean, look, my guns they're trying to feed. Wait a second, why are you not connected? Oh, that's why. They're actually missing an ammo link when I laid the third line. That's not good. Oh, apparently that's an achievement as well. But yeah. Apparently I was having a bit of trouble due to a lack of ammo supply. And now I've got another massive swarm rolling in. Oh, this is not good. Right. Yeah, I think that getting that ammo link there was kind of not really helped. Okay. Forget that. Let's roll it back slightly. I apologise for this. I don't know. This is like the first time in Dyson's Sphere program I've ever save scummed. In fact, it's the first time in many, many games that I've ever save scummed, where it's just like, you know, it's like... I feel like my situation is precarious enough where if I get hammered back from this, I might be in major trouble. Oh yeah, look at these belts are dry.
Your home base has grown.
See what I mean about the whole... I think that is a bug that's going on right now. I'm also pondering more missile turrets as well. Not just on the front line, but on the back line too, just to try and help out. But I need to get close enough to start hitting them. That's my thing. To try and help, let's get more repair drones as well, just scattered along behind the front. This area could actually do with like having the additional turrets in it as well, so let's lay those in real quick now that I know about the ammo supply issue. I know, this isn't very honourable of me, but it's like, I'm facing the machine, I will go ahead and do that.
Power transmission facility.
No, I've had them for ages, don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so, this is all I've got in terms of munitions, in terms of turrets, and... oh, I have just accidentally pulled. Oh wow, yeah, look at the Guardians coming in. They are kind of getting shredded by mass fire, but it's like, you know. Oh, opportunity. Oh. There is... oh, the Guardian Swarm's getting rebuilt. Oh wow, that rebuilt so fast. Is it meant to rebuild that fast? I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be. It was empty a moment ago and then suddenly there's a massive swarm again. That feels like it shouldn't be doing that. And insta-death. Okay. As much as I hate to say it, I think the wall might be my best option right now. I really don't like how much Dark Fog is expanding on the other planets. I feel like giving it 3 times the normal occupation limit might have actually been a really bad idea. Or at least I'm not fast enough to try and properly cope with it. I need units.
Your home base.
Go away. I don't know. I tried. I had a poke. Is this run lost? I do not know. Is this run going slow? Oh, most definitely. I wish there's a way to remove foundation when you misclicked and put it in the wrong place. But yeah, I think walling is probably my best bet. Wave coming in that way, that's going to be okay. I need these defensive batteries, I think, to kind of try and sustain it and contain it, at the very least. But some stuff is still getting broken, as you can see. And of course they attack the section of line that's under construction. That's going to be an issue. The thing is, I'm also kind of out of supplies too. I'm trying to get this stuff sorted out, but it's like... Yeah, look, they've just wrecked an entire segment there. Yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't be building it this close where engagements actually draw in more stuff. That might be another issue with what I've done, if I'm going to be honest. But it's also like I'm trying to make... The heck? Why is there a fight going on over there? Yeah, that's a bit too close. It's drawing in the defensive force. I was trying to be clever. I overdid it a little bit. That's going to be a problem. Am I going to have to restart again? I do not know. Yeah, notice they are actually bleeding the ammo supplies dry. I thought I fixed that. Apparently I didn't. Ah, dang it. That's the problem with save scum. You forget to do things. Or at least I forget to do things. Right, so my defensive line actually has no ammo, and so it is gonna get wrecked. And this is too close anyway, no matter what. Basically, I think like at the horizon is probably the safe place to be. Come on, guys, need to defend what's left of this line. You are set to priority build. Yes, come on, come on. There we go, get it built. Hey, we have ammo. That's excellent. Of course, the issue is now getting the ammo as far along the line as we can to actually get useful. Oh, but so much stuff is getting wrecked. Oh dear. For a moment there, I thought my fuel chamber was dry, but it's not. It's just I don't have enough power to sort things out. At the bright side though, at least I can actually get a decent look at these guys for once. Normally I can't because they're just buzzing around all the time. You guys are a defensive thing. Here we go, Guardians. Dark Fort ground units, they have an outstanding defensive capability and mission guides to protect other units from attack. Advanced sensors, computer systems accurately identify hostile trajectories and target locations. Once Guardians discover the Dark Fort is about to be attacked, they will swiftly use their armor to withstand damage and protect nearby units. You know the scary thing about all this is? I have been doing this, and they haven't leveled up once, given how high level 10 is, apparently. So I think a massive chunk of what's causing me trouble is just flat out that they're level 10. I need to scavenge supplies out of these guys. Yeah, I'm out of turrets. I'm out of nearly everything, honestly. Lots of combat going on, but not real progress. Sadly. Can't even afford any of those. Can't even afford any of those. Any tech that can help. Well, I need to go back to base anyway to try and sort out... there's titanium ammo, but that requires a supply of titanium, so it's not going to be useful. Attack drones need yellow. There is a better explosive shell available, but it's like... that needs titanium, I can't do that. I could get laser turrets with my current tech. The only drawback to that is when it's operating it requires 3 megawatts. I don't really have the power to sort that out. Planetary shields to help resisting incoming attacks from space. Requires maglev stuff, so this is getting kind of high tech trying to do this. At least if I can get laser turrets, I can stop expending so much ammo on holding these guys back. But I think really what I need is to try and figure out how to drive them out. The level 10 plus the increased resident cap is, I think, massively undermining me. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Let's pick that one up. I know. It's like, why haven't you done that yet? It's 4%. It's not that massive. Okay. I need to try and get... I just can't crack those bases right now. I need to block them. And I'm struggling to block them because I'm struggling to supply myself to keep everything going. Also worth noting is flight mode is not enough. I actually need to go into drive mode, which I think I've unlocked actually. Yeah, I have. There we go.
Cruise mode, you can fly the mecha to different planets or planetary
systems
by following the arrows in
cruise mode will let me actually escape them, but flight mode is just not fast enough. How's my base doing anyway? It is kind of choking a little bit. Part of the defensive line is to, actually allow me to try and do some of this stuff. Faggle. I do have excess ammo stored right now, but I don't need that. How are you doing ammo supply-wise? You are choking a little... Well, you're not choking, you're struggling, but... Here, have 26 ammo, because I'm feeling generous. Aren't you happy with me, factory? I gave you bullets. Yay! No. You're kind of unhappy with me about putting you in this entire situation in the first place, aren't you? Ah, well. I need to resupply on turrets and belts and everything else. I just need more of everything. Of everything. Anyway, enough griping. I'm just despairing a tiny bit. Let's be honest. I've not even tried to use the space because I'm not fully sealed in the dark fog area, and I'm having issues just sealing it in general, actually. At least the dark fog is being contained, so that is a thing that I've managed to sort of do. But my defensive line is a bit close. Boink, boink. There we go. Also, unlike with normal turrets, I'm having to craft up the missile turrets every time, and that's causing problems. I need to expand my manufacturing capability urgently, I think. So we're not in an unsurvivable situation. We are just kind of tipping over in the wrong direction now. By, like, a lot. But we're not there yet. We're not dead yet. Ugh. Anyway. Need to stop there before things go even worse. I do need to step away and come back, I think, refreshed. Probably the best idea. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have been enjoying the show and my despair. Yes. Yeah, I'm despairing. Just a tad. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. 2, 3. So there. Helps out me, helps out the channel, gives me those virtual headbutts I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. Next time, hopefully, the factory will grow, because I urgently need it to grow. If it doesn't grow, I'm probably not going to make it.